Beloved, can you imagine how different your day could be if you began it by handing over your worries to me? Just for a moment, pause. Let that sink in. I'm here, closer than your breath, ready to carry what you were never meant to hold. I long for your heart to rest, not in temporary ease, but in a peace that surpasses understanding. Let me be the calm to your storm and the strength to your trembling soul. I see the anxieties that weigh down your spirit. I've watched as you've tried to carry them alone. But child, I didn't create you to bear these burdens by yourself. I'm not just a distant God watching from afar, I am here, now, whispering into the deepest corners of your heart, you are not alone. You have never been alone. Each breath you take is surrounded by my grace. Every moment of stillness is an invitation to feel my presence, steadfast, gentle, and healing. You don't need grand words or perfect prayers to reach me. Just come. Sit with me. Let my love wash over you like a quiet river. When life gets loud and uncertainty clouds your thoughts, don't run. Don't hide. Pause and remember, I am your refuge. In your silence, I speak. In your confusion, I guide. In your brokenness, I restore. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Even when your path feels dim and your heart aches with indecision, lift your eyes to me. Whisper my name. I will meet you there, with open arms and a heart that has never stopped beating for you. I know how the world demands answers, how it tells you to keep pushing, keep striving, but here with me, there's no performance. No pressure. Just rest. I want to exchange your heaviness for my peace. Your confusion for my clarity. Your restlessness for my assurance. Today, see this as my invitation, a sacred moment, set apart, where I remind you of my promise, I'm taking care of you. Now that your heart has begun to rest in my peace, let me take your hand and walk with you. You don't have to figure out where you're going or how to get there. The path ahead may seem uncertain to you, but I already know every step. I've gone before you, clearing the way, removing unseen dangers, preparing blessings that are perfectly timed for your journey. When you look around and see chaos or confusion, when voices of doubt grow louder than truth, lean in closer to me. Let my voice become the melody that steadies your thoughts. Let my promises anchor your heart. For I am not a God of disorder, I bring clarity where there is fog, hope where there is heaviness, and direction where there once was only wandering. I see the questions that stir quietly in your heart. Am I really on the right path? Did I miss something? Have I failed too many times? Let me answer you, no, beloved. You are still in my plan. Nothing you've done has disqualified you from my purpose. I'm not intimidated by your mistakes. I redeem even your detours. I restore even the most broken roads. I want you to walk with confidence, not because you know every detail, but because you know me. My love isn't reactive. It's not based on performance. It is steady. Deep. Immovable. You don't need to exhaust yourself trying to earn what I freely give. Let go of the fear that whispers you're not enough. Come as you are, and let me be your strength. Take this moment to breathe again. Not with shallow hope, but with a heart full of assurance that I am guiding your steps. When your thoughts spiral, when decisions feel overwhelming, return to this truth: you don't walk alone. I walk beside you, every hour, every day, with a love that never grows weary. Yes, some paths will be uphill. There will be seasons that feel heavy. But in those moments, remember who holds your hand. I won't let you fall. I won't leave you behind. I will carry you if I must, because you matter that much to me. And when you don't know what to pray, when your words run out, sit with me. In the silence, I'll speak to your spirit. In the stillness, I'll breathe life into your soul. I am not in a rush. I am not impatient with your process. All I want is your heart. So walk with me, beloved. Not with worry. Not with haste. But with a trust that says, even when I don't see it, I know you're leading me. My way is peace. My way is life. And my way is already prepared, for you. As you walk forward, trusting me one step at a time, know this, there will be moments when the skies darken and the winds rise. Life may surprise you with setbacks, delays, and challenges that seem to come out of nowhere. But I need you to understand something sacred, I'm not watching from a distance. I'm right here with you, in the eye of every storm, closer than the trouble surrounding you. When you're weary, don't push yourself to keep going alone. Rest in me. I am your shelter, your hiding place. My presence is your refuge where you can exhale the weight of anxiety and inhale my peace. You don't need to wear strength like armor to impress me. You don't have to pretend to be okay. I see you. I know how hard you're trying. I know the silent battles that no one else understands. Bring me your raw, unfiltered self, the tears you never cried out loud, the thoughts you hesitate to voice, the fears you try to ignore. Nothing you carry is too heavy for me. Nothing about you scares me away. In fact, it's in your weakness that my strength shines the brightest. I lift you up, not because you're perfect, but because you're mine. Even now, I'm speaking peace to your storm. Not a fleeting calm, but a deep, soul-level stillness that cannot be shaken by circumstances. Let my presence quiet the noise inside you. Let my truth cut through every lie that says you're failing, forgotten, or falling behind. Look at me, not at the size of your problem. I have not changed. I am still the God who parts seas and calms waves. I still make a way when it seems impossible. I still speak life over dry bones. And I am doing it again for you. If the journey feels longer than you expected, don't lose heart. My timing is not your enemy, it's your protection. I am not delaying to deny you, but to prepare you. I'm stretching your faith so that when the breakthrough comes, it doesn't just bless you for a moment, it transforms your entire future. Let this be your sacred pause. In the quiet, feel my nearness. In the stillness, know that I am working. You are not stuck, you're being shaped. Even if you don't see it yet, your roots are growing deeper. Your faith is being refined. Your soul is learning to rest in a love that cannot be broken. So breathe, child. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not disappointed in you. I delight in you. And I am wrapping you in the peace of my promise, right here, right now. Let me carry what has been too much. Let me remind you who you are, and even more, who I am, your shelter, your steady hand, your unwavering guide. Now that your soul has found a quiet place to breathe, let me remind you of something you may have forgotten, you are still chosen. Despite all you've walked through, the missed opportunities, the closed doors, the words that cut too deep, you are not disqualified. I haven't changed my mind about you. I haven't revoked my calling on your life. I haven't stopped seeing the beauty I planted within you. You are not a forgotten name in a long list. You are my beloved, known fully, and called intentionally. When you feel like your life has been defined by missteps, delays, or disappointments, I whisper another truth, I am still writing your story. And no chapter is wasted. I'm using even what felt like failure to strengthen your character and deepen your compassion. You've grown in ways you cannot yet measure. Your capacity to love, to endure, to hope again, it's all being expanded by my grace. You may look in the mirror and see someone who's been through too much. But I see resilience. I see faith that has survived the fire. I see a heart that is learning to trust me in the dark. And beloved, that trust is worth more than gold. I don't just see who you were or who you are now, I see who you're becoming. And it's radiant. You don't need to chase someone else's path or strive to meet expectations I never placed on you. Your value doesn't come from your performance or your position, it flows from your connection with me. The world might measure you by your results, but I measure you by your heart. And your heart is precious to me. Let me speak this clearly, your purpose is not lost. Not buried. Not beyond reach. It is unfolding. And just because you haven't seen the fruit yet doesn't mean the seed isn't growing. Some roots take time. Some breakthroughs come slowly, so they'll last longer. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be, learning to walk with me at my pace, not the world's. What looks like waiting is actually preparation. What feels like silence is sacred shaping. I'm aligning the right people, the right doors, and the right moments to bring forth what I've promised. So hold your head high, not with pride, but with holy confidence. You carry something unique, something the world needs. Your voice matters. Your presence carries light. Your story has power. And I am not finished with you. Let this truth sink in, you are still in my plan. Even when it's quiet. Even when it's hard. Even when you feel invisible. I'm with you. I'm for you. And I'm restoring what you thought was lost. I'm redeeming time. I'm renewing hope. And I'm releasing new vision into your heart. There is still more. More joy. More healing. More purpose. More life. Take my hand again. We're not done yet. Now that your heart is realigned with truth, that you are chosen, loved, and held, let me show you what comes next. I am preparing you, not for a life of survival, but for one of overflow. There's more ahead than you've dared to hope for, and I don't want you to miss it by settling for less than what I've designed. The delays, the waiting, the quiet seasons, they haven't been wasted. They've been sacred ground where your roots have gone deeper. You may not have seen the fruit yet, but the soil has been rich with growth. I've been cultivating things beneath the surface, resilience, wisdom, and spiritual discernment that can't be shaken when storms come again. I am preparing you for open doors that require a new level of maturity and faith. I'm aligning opportunities that you wouldn't have been ready for until now. And though you may have wondered if you were forgotten, I've been closer than ever, positioning you. Now that your heart is realigned with truth, that you are chosen, loved, and held, let me show you what comes next. I am preparing you, not for a life of survival, but for one of overflow. There's more ahead than you've dared to hope for, and I don't want you to miss it by settling for less than what I've designed. The delays, the waiting, the quiet seasons, they haven't been wasted. They've been sacred ground where your roots have gone deeper. You may not have seen the fruit yet, but the soil has been rich with growth. I've been cultivating things beneath the surface, resilience, wisdom, and spiritual discernment that can't be shaken when storms come again. I am preparing you for open doors that require a new level of maturity and faith. I'm aligning opportunities that you wouldn't have been ready for until now. And though you may have wondered if you were forgotten, I've been closer than ever, positioning you, refining you, equipping you to carry what I'm about to release into your hands. You're not just stepping into a blessing, you're stepping into a calling. And with that comes a new authority, not to elevate yourself, but to serve others with compassion, clarity, and conviction. The light I've placed inside you isn't meant to stay hidden. It's meant to shine in dark places, to bring healing where there's been brokenness, and to offer hope where hearts have grown cold. But listen closely, what I'm preparing for you is not just for your benefit. It's meant to ripple outward. I've anointed you to be a vessel, of love, of truth, of healing. People will encounter my presence through your words, your actions, and your courage to live differently. Do not compare your journey to others. Do not envy what I've entrusted to someone else. Their path is not yours. I have a unique assignment for your life, one that fits your personality, your experiences, and the depth of your story. You haven't missed it. It's unfolding, right on time. So, remain open. Keep your heart soft. Guard your peace. Watch how I begin to connect the pieces. You'll look back and see that every hardship, every delay, and every detour had purpose. Not one thing will be wasted. Not one tear overlooked. I've seen it all, and I've used it all. Let me reassure you, your best days are not behind you. I am the God who restores what was lost, renews what was weary, and resurrects what looked like it was over. Even now, I'm breathing life into what you thought was gone. Dreams you shelved, prayers you forgot, visions you feared were too big, I haven't let go of them. So lift your eyes. I am doing something new. Can you perceive it? I'm clearing the path, making streams in the wilderness, and opening a way forward that only I could create. Keep walking. Keep believing. You are not arriving empty-handed. You are stepping into destiny, whole, stronger, and fully prepared. Let this truth settle deeply, you are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. Now that your heart has been prepared, your spirit refreshed, and your faith rekindled, I invite you to take the next step, not with hesitation, but with joy. This is the beginning of a new chapter. Not because your circumstances have suddenly changed, but because you have. You've been renewed in places no one else could see. Quietly, yet powerfully, your roots have gone deeper into my presence. Your trust has grown stronger. And now, you're ready, not just to receive, but to walk boldly into the life you were always meant to live. Let me be the one you wake up with, walk beside, and speak to throughout the day. Include me not only in your struggles but in your laughter, your creativity, your dreams, and even your smallest choices. I don't want to be a momentary comfort, I desire to be your constant companion. The journey ahead won't be without difficulty, but you're no longer walking from a place of fear, you're moving from a place of faith. You know my voice now. You've learned how to rest when the world says run. You've tasted peace that doesn't rely on outcomes. And this is your strength, intimacy with me. When distractions attempt to steal your focus, come back to this truth, you belong to me. When doubts try to cloud your mind, remember that I've called you. When the pressure to perform creeps in, breathe and return to the stillness where I first reminded you of your worth. I'm not asking you to carry the weight of tomorrow. I'm simply asking you to walk with me today. To trust me with the pace. To lean into my presence when things feel uncertain. Your progress is not measured by how much you do, but by how close you remain to me. You've carried burdens alone for too long. From this day forward, share them with me. You were never meant to shoulder everything. I want to be your shelter, your counselor, your source of strength in the ordinary and extraordinary. And don't be afraid to dream again. What once felt too far is now within reach. What you thought was buried is springing to life. You'll find that the more you align with me, the more doors will open, not because you forced them, but because your spirit is in sync with my leading. This new beginning won't be marked by striving, but by surrender. You will flourish not through force, but through faithfulness. Every day you choose me, you'll find clarity in the confusion, grace for every misstep, and strength that seems to rise from nowhere. Let me remind you, this world is not your home. You were made for more than temporary applause or fleeting pleasures. Your purpose stretches into eternity, and your life here is part of a much bigger story, one of redemption, healing, and light. So walk with me. Not just for a season, but for a lifetime. Step into each day knowing you are seen, chosen, and fully loved. You don't have to chase meaning, I've already written it into your being. You don't need to earn favor, you already have my heart. And when your path feels hidden again, when shadows stretch long and questions return, don't retreat. Return to this truth, I am with you. Still. Always. Faithfully. Let me carry you through the valleys and celebrate with you on the mountaintops. Let every breath become a conversation. Let every morning begin with expectancy. The life you've been waiting for. It begins now. Not in a rush, not with fear, but hand in hand with me. This is your moment. This is your time. You're not just surviving anymore. You're rising, into purpose, into peace, into the fullness of what I created you for. Let's walk forward together.